Hi, and welcome to this guide on how to measure a room. We will be measuring this corridor. First, you start by identifying the shape of your room. As you can see, this is a rectangle. Then you choose a reference point. I have indicated an X mark near the main door. This is my reference point, and this should be constant as you draw the room. Now begin drawing the room as you see it from this point. Keep in mind while drawing a room it is important to indicate the doors and windows, and the way we represent a door is a double line for the shutter and an arc which shows the direction in which the door opens. For example, this is the way I would draw my main door, which opens from right to left. For a window, we represent it by drawing 2 to 3 lines. For any existing furniture pieces, first draw the shape and then mention the length, the breadth, and the height. So let's begin to sketch this room. First draw the reference point. This is what I see from the reference point. I have the main door behind me. On the right I have a long wall, and on the left I have a shorter wall. I see a window in front of me. It's very important to show the direction in which each door opens, as it affects the way we plan the furniture layout. Here I have the main door which opens from right to left, then I have the bedroom door which opens from left to right, and the bathroom door which opens from left to right as well. I will also draw the built-in cabinet near the entrance. Be sure to mention each and every measurement on the layout. For example, from the corner of the wall to the door frame, the width of the door, and again, frame to the corner of the wall. Don't forget to mention the overall width. The same applies to all other walls. Always start measuring from a corner and then pull the tape a little wider than shoulder width. Press this point with the thumb of your hand holding the tape. Now since we have this in place, we can swap hands and continue to measure. This way you can measure any room by yourself without any help. To measure the ceiling height, just guide the tape carefully to touch the ceiling and use the same method as described before. Once you're close to the end, pull the tape and bend it slightly and guide it into this corner to get an accurate reading. For a door, we must measure the width and height. Measure the width from the outside corners frame to frame, and then the height the same way we measure the ceiling height. The width of a window is measured the same way as a door. Whereas for the height, we may have windows which are positioned almost touching the floor, like this full height glazing, or it may be positioned at a distance from the floor. The distance from the floor to the bottom of the window frame is known as the sill height. The distance from the bottom to the top of the frame is known as the window height. And the balance can be calculated if you mention the ceiling height. This layout can be used in a number of ways. One is to calculate carpet area. Say we want to calculate the carpet area for this shaded region. Just multiply x by y and round it off to the nearest whole number and you have the carpet area. This can be used when you're buying flooring material. Just don't forget to add 5 to 10% towards wastage, as you do not want to be running back to the store if you're short on material and risk it being out of stock. If you need to calculate how much skirting you require, just calculate the perimeter, that is the total length of all 4 sides of the shaded area, and subtract all the openings where the skirting will not be installed, such as the doors and the open area which is indicated on the drawing. Again, add 10% towards wastage. If you wanted to calculate how much paint or wallpaper you require for a particular wall, you would need to know the wall area. Just multiply the length of the wall by the ceiling height and subtract the area of doors, and in this case the built-in cabinet. Add 10% towards wastage and this would give you the wall area. Now 1 liter of paint covers 10 square meters. Therefore divide the wall area by 10 square meters and this will give you 2 liters of paint. But if I were to do 2 coats of paint, I would have to multiply this number by 2, or the number of coats you require. And in this case, I would require 4 liters of paint. I hope this guide has been useful to you. For more on interior design and our e-decor services, please visit funkfactoryinteriors.com.